What is up, YouTube? Easy Day Breeze back again with another Downton Abbey reaction. This time we're on episode 4. This month I'm going to try to finish out season 1. Um, I know it's only 3 more episodes after this, so they should be coming out more consistently. Also, I would like to thank everyone who's been sticking with me um, through episode 1. I know it wasn't the best because of just the commentary, but if you've been watching some of my recent videos, I have been getting better, and I really hope people stick with me because I'm going to be trying to do more stuff other than reactions. But if you have subscribed to me, please watch the other videos. I worked on those pretty hard, and I also think they're pretty entertaining as well. But also about the Downton Abbey, the copyright claims it being blocked off here in America. I'm gonna finish season 1 no matter what now, because I don't care anymore. They can claim it. Just a few, well, mostly everyone won't be able to see it here in America. I'll probably upload them one day to a different service if guys really want to see that. But yeah, I'm making this knowing already that it's probably gonna be get copyright claimed and taken down. But I'm just gonna push through. So yeah. So let's do a quick recap of let's do a quick recap of episode 3, the one before this one. From what I can remember is okay, let's start off with Bates. He goes to a ironsmith or a place to get a leg brace. He wants to fix his limp in his leg, and he buys the brace, and it ends up not working, or it was working, but it was hurting him as well. So he ends up, you know, as I said, he ends up not getting a refund for the leg brace, but he gained something more, self confidence in himself. Also, Gwen, that episode, you find out that she wants to leave service and become a secretary. And Lady Sybil helps her out by giving her a recommendation to. Well, you know what? I'm not exactly sure where to, but I know Sybil gives her a recommendation, and oh yeah, Mary has an entanglement with a foreign emissary, and he ends up dying while they were in the middle of making love. And and her mother helps her bring his body back to the room he was staying in, just so Mary wouldn't have to live with the embarrassment, and just live with that kind of shame, or how people back then, all the social stuff, your status and blah blah blah. Yeah. But she didn't want to deal with that, and who can blame her? She already got to deal with her inheritance, and now she would have to deal with a certain guy, besmirching her name and whatnot. So yeah, I get it. So we're gonna hop into episode 4 now. So let's begin.
You wanted to see the new chauffeur, my lord?
Yes, indeed. Please send him in.
Oh, so they finally introduced Tom. Finally, yo. I've been waiting for dude to come.
I hope they've shown you where everything is.
The rebel.
Whatever we promised at the interview.
Certainly, my lord.
Won't you miss Ireland?
Ireland, yes, but not the job. The mistress was a nice lady, but she only had one car and she wouldn't let me drive it over 20 miles an hour. So it was a bit, well, boring, so to speak. You've got a wonderful library.
You're very welcome to borrow books if you wish.
Really, my lord?
Well, there's a ledger over there that I make everyone use, even my daughters. Carson and Mrs. Hughes sometimes take a novel or two. What are your interests?
History and politics, mainly.
He seems a bright spark after poor old Taylor. And to think Taylor's gone off to run a tea shop. I cannot feel it will make for a very restful retirement, can you?
I would rather be put to death, my lord.
I think
Quite
that's
so.
funny because
Thank you, Carson.
I forget what he does
How
at the
about
end of
your
the
house
series,
parties?
but I think it's something
She's been
similar
asked
to that.
Wales. Goodness, what's happened to your hands?
It's nothing, Mum.
It looks like erysipelas. You must have cut yourself.
Not that I'm aware of.
We'll walk round to the hospital tomorrow.
Really,
I
Mum?
insist.
You've got a cold. I want you out of here.
Anna, there you are. You know I'm out tonight because I don't want to come home to any surprises.
That'll be the day.
We thought we might go to the fair later. You'd like that, wouldn't you, Daisy?
Now, you want to go. She's been that down in the mouth since the death of poor Mr. Pamu.
Don't say that.
She has.
We could
Yeah,
all walk down
Daisy,
together after the servants' dinner if that's okay.
I think she knows what's
You
going
won't be
on, but
walking
she
anywhere.
isn't quite sure.
She's got minutes to live by the sound of it.
Go to bed at once.
Yes, Mrs.
I don't
Hughes.
think Daisy is like the
I'll
smartest
bring
of
up a
people,
Beecham's powder.
but I still love her though,
Right.
you know.
If there's anything you want to ask me, it'll need to be before I go.
What would I want to ask you? I'm preparing a meal for Lord and Lady Grantham and the girls. No one is visiting. No one is staying.
Someone to see you, Mr. Crawley.
There's nothing in my diary.
It's Lady Grantham.
Well, in that case, send her in at once. Cousin Cora, to what do I owe the...
I hope I'm not a disappointment.
Yes, he's very disappointed.
I thought it might be nice to cheer it up a bit.
Easier said than done.
Perhaps with a flower or a bit of veil or something.
I can find you a veil if you like. I hope you're not expecting me to do it.
Not if you're busy, of course.
Good.
And Miss O'Brien, I've sent Anna to bed with a cold, so I need you to manage the young ladies.
What, all three of them? I'm not an octopus. Why can't Gwen do it?
Because she is not a lady's maid.
I am not a slave.
Just do it, Miss O'Brien. Just do it.
You know, I dislike O'Brien, but
I'll pay you the compliment that
I
I
do
do
get
not
where
believe
she's
you
coming
wish
from.
to inherit just
I just
because
don't get why she
nobody's
schemes
investigated
so much. I
properly.
don't know
No,
what she stands
but
to
no can
gain.
marry accused.
Is Daisy going to the fair tonight with the others?
Why don't you ask her?
She needs taken out of herself.
Oh,
What's it to you?
Nothing.
Daisy, I was hoping
Would you like to go to the fair with me, Daisy? There's a few of us going later on.
Do you mean it?
Daisy, don't let it get cold.
that's so petty. Oh, Will.
You bastard.
See, I
Why is
like
Sybil having a new dress,
him,
not me?
but
Because it's Sybil's turn.
that's petty because
Maybe my choice
he
this
knows he's
time.
gay.
Of course
He
don't.
has no
As
interest
long
in
as you
him.
choose what I choose. Branson.
He knows it'll
we'll be
hurt
taking
Will
Lady
too.
Sybil to Ripon.
Wanted to have a go before I went home. How about
Matthew
you?
has terrible aim. If he's aiming at those little cones,
Do you know if your father's doing anything this evening?
he's not doing it right.
He's not coming to the fair.
Seriously?
We're having dinner with his family.
Could I look in afterwards?
May I ask why?
Your grandmother paid me a visit this afternoon and I'm... Well, never mind, but I would like to see him.
Granny came to see you. Is it all part of the great matter? So are you enjoying your new life?
Yes, I think so. No, my work seems very trivial to you.
Not necessarily. Sometimes I rather envy you, having somewhere to go every morning.
Thought that made me very middle class.
should learn to forget what I say. I know I do.
How about you? Is your life proving satisfactory? Apart from the great matter, of course.
Women like me don't have a life. We choose clothes and pay calls and work for charity and do the season. But really, we're stuck in a waiting room until we marry.
Made you angry.
My life makes me angry, not you.
I get her frustration.
Never put the Sauterne on ice. Mrs. Hughes got out
She has
the
to
night, we
marry
all fell to
someone she
pieces.
probably,
Mr. Carson, we wondered if we
you
could
know,
walk down
doesn't
to the
like.
fair after dinner.
But we all know
So,
she
but
likes.
don't be too late.
We all know she likes him.
What do you think?
Matthew.
Don't stay too long. Let them have an early night. But Sybil, darling, why would you want to go to a real school? You're not a doctor's daughter.
But nobody learns anything from the governess, apart from French and how to curtsy.
What else do you need?
Well, there's...
Were you thinking of a career in banking?
No, but it is a noble profession.
Things are different in America. I know. They live in wigwams.
Elsie? It is Elsie, isn't it?
It is. Though there's very few left to call me that, Joe Burns.
Well, I'm flattered that I'm one of them.
Where's Thomas? I'm afraid I let some of the servants go down to the fair, my lord. I didn't know we'd have any visitors tonight.
Well, that's all right. They don't have much fun. You should join them.
Carson.
So, what did you say
Does
to Mama?
Carson even know how to
I haven't
have
spoken to her
fun?
since her visit, but I have looked through every source, and I can't find one reason on which to base a challenge.
I could have told you that.
I'm not quite sure how to phrase it when I tell her.
She shouldn't have put you on the spot like that. It was unkind.
I'm afraid she'll think I've failed because I don't want to succeed.
She will think that, but I don't. And nor will Cora.
Of course, it's impossible for Mary. She must resent me so bitterly. I don't blame her.
So, how's life treated you?
Oh, I can't complain. I haven't travelled, but I've seen a bit of life, and no mistake.
I notice you call yourself Mrs.
Housekeepers and cooks are always Mrs.
Oh.
You know better than anyone I haven't changed my name.
Well, I know you wouldn't change it to Burns.
That's a
when you
sly
had the
way to
chance.
see if someone's single.
His lordship's in the library.
All alone?
Oh, Carson.
No, he...
We can say goodbye to Papa for you, Granny.
His what?
He's with Mr. Crawley, my lady.
The question is, what do I say to Cousin Violet?
I don't know. I don't know what he was supposed to do in that moment anyway, so
Really?
I don't blame Carson for that.
Well, if you can, you must have learned to very recently.
They should have told him. But, oh well.
Mr. Bates?
Open the door.
I don't. No one can open that door except Mrs. Hughes.
Just for a moment, I brought you something.
Oh, that's sweet. That's nice.
I don't know.
I know I be getting on Bates a lot, but that's really romantic of him.
And you know what I'm asking.
You haven't asked anything yet.
But you know what it is when I do. I'm going to stop here at the pub until I hear from you. But and take your time. I'd rather wait a week for the right answer than get a wrong one in a hurry. Think about it carefully.
I will. I promise you that.
To break the entail, we'd need a private bill in Parliament.
Even then, it would only be passed if the estate were in danger, which it's not.
And I mean nothing in all this.
On the contrary, you mean a great deal. Very great deal.
Yeah, Will loves you. You just don't know it yet.
Yes, Carson. Mr. Crawley was just leaving. Do you know where his lordship is?
At least
Gone to
he's
bed, my
interested,
lady.
you know.
He felt tired after he put Lady Grantham into the car.
I bet he did. Thank you, Carson.
Sorry, I wish I could think of something to say that would help.
There's nothing. But you mustn't let it trouble you.
It does trouble me. It troubles me very much.
Then that will be my consolation prize. Good night, Cousin Matthew.
Night.
They have the moment. Ah.
Leave me alone, Mr. Bates. I know you mean well, but let me be.
What chance did he have up against a champion?
Hmm.
Hey, listen.
Peter's
You filthy little rat. If you don't lay off, I will punch your shining teeth through the back of your skull.
You know what makes me mad? I've said it already, but he's gay and he's just doing it to, you know, mess with Will.
I'm sorry, but he's just not working.
Beat him down, Bates. Oh my god, you're so smug, Thomas. Oh my goodness. You got me actually on Bates' side for like once.
Look like. Daisy, what do you think he looks like? Do your buttons up.
Go on then.
Yes.
I knew they would want to see you. Oh, it's your reference what's done it. Well, how am I going to get there? They won't let me take a day off. You're going to be ill. They can't stop you being ill. What? No one has seen Anna for a whole day. They won't notice if you vanish for a couple of hours.
Okay, so that was from her
The only one
recommendation.
who never sticks up for me in all this is you. So I'm just to find a husband and get out of the way.
You could stay here if you married Matthew.
You know my character, Father. I'd never marry any man that I was told to. I'm stubborn. I wish I wasn't, but I am.
So stubborn you can't see that you know, actually have feelings for Matthew.
Well, he was a bit red-faced, and his suit was a little tight, but none of that matters. In the real ways, he hadn't changed.
And he proposed again, and you accepted?
in many ways I wanted to accept. But I'm not that farm girl anymore. I was flattered, of course, but I've changed, Mr. Carson.
Life's altered you, as it's altered me. And what would be the point of living if we didn't let life change us? You won't be leaving, then?
You better come. Mrs. Patmore's on the rampage. She wants the key to the store cupboard. You know how angry she gets. She hasn't got one of her own.
Nor will she have, not while I'm housekeeper here. Leaving? When would I ever find the time?